Posada de Roger, or Roger. I always get my G's mixed up in Spanish, but it's a hotel that we stayed at or in Zona Romantica. So let's go on in. So they have a beautiful courtyard here. Great lobby area, all open concept. Yeah, so you can chill and hang out with your friends here, etc. And just beautiful. The rooms are air conditioned. They have all kinds of rooms, queen size rooms, or with queen size beds, 2 twin beds, and they also have suites on the 4th floor, which are king size beds with a kitchenette, so you can actually cook and stuff like that. They have an amazing pool, perfect during that siesta time, etc. Oh yeah, amazing views. Even more amazing, one more floor up. And there's a community kitchen, and so you can actually cook your own meals if you don't want to go out or you're tired of eating out, because people stay here for a long time and it can be expensive going out and eating every day. I get it. Just walking down a little bit here on the street, across from Posada de Roger is this awesome bakery. The bakery has all kinds of dishes and sort of cakes and stuff like that. Definitely worth checking them out. It's a cheap alternative for breakfast. Freddy Toucan's, which is right on the corner, actually back that way, is also really good for breakfast. Great service, good coffee, amazing food. There we go. So Freddy Toucan's, highly recommend. And of course on the street here you've got various jewelry places. Not really. Okay. Different cafes, things. You've got pharmacias, so you can actually get cheap drugs if you really need that. I'm not going to talk about this place because, well, they don't need advertising. And I realize I'm doing this in the morning. I should have done a video at night, because most of the restaurants here, like Republic and Pancho's Taqueria, which just have had are all closed, unfortunately. But you've got things like these little market stalls where they sell t-shirts and caps and stuff like that. By the way, don't recommend this ATM here on the street. It's taken several cards, and they had some network issues, and one of my nephews was charged money and never got the money out. So go to a real bank like Banorte or Scotiabank or what have you that happens to be down here, and deal with the real bank. And also Oxo. So thanks, Tim, for the proper pronunciation on that, for convenience stores. And also just up from Posada de Roger is this market space. So this is, I'm not quite sure when it's open, but lots of carts and lots of foods and things that you can pick up here. Highly recommend visiting. Again, cheap ways of eating while you're traveling. And at the end of the street where Posada de Roger is Playa de los Muertos. And of course behind me is the North Pacific Ocean. So lots of beach here again in Puerto Vallarta. I mean, it's kind of known for that, right? You know, but it is really stunning, a really cool vibe here, both here in Zona Romantica at Puerto Vallarta, and also at Sayulita. And I apologize if I said Sayulito. I completely keep on mixing up Sayulita, which is in the next state over from Jalisco here. This has been an interesting trip for me, because this was my first vacation ever with my biological family. So I was adopted a few months after I was born. Within a week of being born, I was placed with a foster family. So my brother and I got back in contact 20 years ago, and it's been a really interesting journey. So figuring out the balances between nature versus nurture. We are quite different, but we also have some similarities. So at least from what family members have said, and he's accepted me with open arms despite some of the differences, and I've accepted him also with open arms. So it's been an amazing trip, and I'm glad I got to know not just my brother and his wife, but also my nephew better, and also met one of my other nephews for the first time. So it's been an incredible trip. Just up the street here, so about 3 blocks up, is the Palm Cabaret, where they do cabaret style shows, and also some of the top drag performers. Misconception, hello, from Toronto, does shows all the way up here. And again, there's some great restaurants on this street, and also just off the side streets to the playa, etc., or the beach. Licks for ice cream and petrichor for coffee. Thumbs up. Margarita Grill, not too bad, really good food as well. And again, I'm remiss in getting some of the nighttime stuff, but the taqueria right there is pretty spectacular. One of the things I really liked about Zona Romantica is not only is it sort of the gay area of town, it's like one big massive church street almost, if you will, with a Toronto example. Not quite, like it's way bigger for sure. But even my brother is like, you can just be who you are, be who you want to be. Everyone feels accepted and it feels safe. The women in the party felt safe in this area. It's pretty incredible. So I love the vibe of this place, and I would most definitely come back and visit here again. It's hot. I'm sweating like a pig, but there we go. Like I said, air conditioning, television, and a nice little table there. Well, dresser. The beds, and of course, closet. And there's Scott. Hey, Scott. Bathroom's pretty basic. Sink, shower, and toilet. And opening the blind, we have a view of the pool. My only complaint, as a nearly trip, about this place is the lack of lifts. So, buenas. And stairs everywhere. So.